You are listening to NFT Talk Show, where we put the T in NFT. I am your host, Tony Payne, and if you have ever wanted to know anything and everything, including all the juicy deets about NFTs, you are in the right place. So buckle up, get ready, and let's go. Welcome to the first episode of NFT Talk Show with Tony Payne. Finally, right? How exciting. I have been wanting to do this podcast forever since I heard about NFTs and got into it as an artist. I figured, you know what, we need a podcast from an artist perspective. Like, you know, we want to see what's going on inside NFTs, all the juicy deets about NFTs, and of course the technical aspects too, you know, the need to know about NFTs. You know, I'm gonna say NFT, like you can do a count how many times I say NFTs in this episode and send me an email. You know, anyways, well, NFT Talk Show is that show, and I mean that show, where we talk about NFTs. What are NFTs? Well, if you don't already know, we're going to get into that in a second. But before we do, in this first episode, I just want to give you a brief overview of what to expect. If I have anything to say about this, we're going to be a year premiere podcast for anything NFT. Like, I mean, like if you need information about NFTs, you are running to NFT Talk Show. Like, what did NFT Talk Show say today? I mean, like, you will be hooked. At least I'm trying to get you hooked. And you can mint that. Get it? You can mint that. Never mind. Anyways, dry joke. So I will be bringing you NFT education for artists and collectors, things you need to know before you jump in, and things you should know while you're in. Like copyright information, how to protect your wallet, what to mint, what is out there, you know, so many different things. Like there's an abundance of information out there. So I will make this your one-stop shop. Mint. I'm gonna say mint a whole lot of times too, so you can count that. For NFTs, you know, you're one place you go to if you need information about NFTs. And if there's anything you need to know that, you know, you can't find information, I can be your FBI and I will find out for you and bring it on here so you can send me questions. Yeah, you know, anything really. But before I continue, I want to remind you to subscribe. You're not going to have all this information if you do not subscribe. So it is very important that you subscribe so you don't miss anything. I am keeping my ears to the ground for you. So subscribe. All right. So what are NFTs without the people behind it? The people who mint, the people who collect? Yes, I will also be doing spotlights on artists and collectors of NFTs. I will be bringing them on. I will be talking about them, doing interviews, so you can find out more about the people behind these NFTs and what their strategies are, how they got there. Just, you know, we learn from each other. So I will be doing that as well. And talking to, you know, let me go Hollywood on you guys, the who's who in NFTs. I would bring you the who is who in NFTs. Yeah, and some talented artists. I would definitely be spotlighting some really talented. I've seen some beautiful stuff in the NFT space, and I will be bringing that to you so you can check out their work. If you're a collector, trust me, I will be bringing you some of the things you do not want to miss. I'll be like your PA, NFT Talk Show personal assistant, helping you source all the good stuff. Yeah. So also education, like I said, you know, there are a lot of intricacies and delicacies, that sounds like food, in NFTs. You know, there's so much information because it's such a new space. There's so much information out there, and how do you just kind of digest everything, you know? Digest it little by little. God, the food I keep talking about food. Yeah, and I'm not just gonna be talking about NFTs. I'll be bringing you crypto news because obviously cryptocurrencies are related to NFTs. That's how you collect NFTs, and any NFT related information. And let's not forget, I will also bring you hot, juicy tea. I mean, I am not one to gossip, but hey, if you want the tea on who did what, I got it. I have seen a lot of tea in the NFT space. Like I tend to go, I'm gonna mind my own business, but trust me, but yeah, you're gonna have to wait to hear about that in another episode. Not today. All right, so before we jump in, I'm going to answer the most important questions for those who don't already know. And that question is, what the heck is an NFT? So, an NFT stands for non-fungible token, right? We know what a token is. It's a physical or virtual object that represents something. So an NFT is like this token that is attached to a piece of, let's say, artwork, photography or painting, but a digital artwork. And this token is attached to that digital artwork saying this is, identification of this particular artwork on something called a blockchain. So what is a blockchain? If you don't already know, a blockchain is pretty much just a digital ledger. So when you purchase something or trade crypto, all that information is transparent, right? And that's the whole point of cryptocurrency, transparency. And it gets recorded on a blockchain. So you can say, oh, I have 50 NFTs, right? I collected 50 NFTs. And see that you do or you don't. So that's the beauty of NFTs. Like literally somebody is coming into your virtual home to see your art, and it just makes everything so much easier. Like, let's say there were NFTs when the Mona Lisa was created. It'll make it easier to know who first of all created the Mona Lisa, who was the first person to buy it, and between it being transferred from one person to another person to another person, everything is recorded on this digital ledger, and that is very important and it's beautiful. So you're probably wondering, okay, so if I want to get an NFT, is it just going to be digital? Well, with NFTs, you can do almost anything. Like I have heard of pizza delivery to your home using NFTs. I have heard of using NFTs to get into events. And sometimes, an artist can say, okay, you know what? If you buy my NFT, right, I will send you the actual physical artwork. I've seen digital screens with NFTs, so it's just so amazing and the possibilities are so endless. But, you also have to educate yourself. So in further episodes, still going to talk about things like wallets. What are wallets if you don't already know? Things like, protecting yourself, collecting, how to collect if you don't already know, and just generally NFT speaking. We're going to talk about that in future episodes. I just wanted to give you guys a little intro to, what this talk show is going to be about. Anything, everything NFT, not just the gossip. And mostly education, the need to know, because people are out there looking for information, and I want to make sure that I'm bringing you the right information and I'm showcasing the right artists. So, and beautiful work is not being ignored. Beautiful work like mine, because I'm also an NFT artist. Anyways, yeah, so that's it for this first episode. Don't forget to subscribe, and of course, the website is nfttalkshow.com. Go on the website, follow us on social media, subscribe, and we will see you in the next episode. I will catch you on the blockchain.